Hello everyone, it's Creative again. We're in game 3 of our recent league with Zombie Crab Mill. We're now 1-1 with a recent loss, a tough loss I say, against Indomitable Creativity. This time though, we're up against Mono White Hammertime. Mono White Hammer, I guess, is missing those spell pierces and the little bit of interaction that Hammertime has. And I guess they sacrifice that for, I guess, a sleeker, more efficient way to kill you as quickly as possible. So let's see how we do and get into the game. All right, my opening hand looks pretty good, maybe even perfect. I get a crab, the land to be able to play it. My lands are utility. I have an altar. I got the trap paired with the extraction. I don't think I could ask for much more. We'll keep. And let's see what we're up against. I think my first turn is probably going to be altar. Looks like we're playing against hammer. Definitely looks like hammer. All right, so we'll use this extraction hopefully to nab a hammer, draw a second altar, go ahead and put out the crab since there's not a lot of interaction from hammer. They don't have like prismatic endings or anything. And then hopefully in the next turn we can mill over a hammer and then take away their insta-win condition. Has the gingerbread guy out and a way to protect it. So multiple ways to just completely ignore anything I try to do. So we definitely want to get this hammer. Good to see a fetch land. We'll go ahead and play an altar. That way every land drop is 4 lands. And let's start milling. Let's go ahead and save the targets so I don't have to do this every single time. And then let's go ahead and play another altar after we get another 4 cards from our mill. And then we'll go ahead and see what we got. And it looks like we got the hammer. That's really good. So we'll extract the hammer. Look at that. He had 1 in his hand. Cool. And it doesn't look like there's any way for him to return it back. So we'll leave it in the graveyard in case we get visions. Be able to play Archive Trap because he has 2 Stone Forge Mystics in his hand. So we're in a very good spot. He might have a Cauldron he can go fetch for. Probably should have looked for that when I was looking through his deck. But other than that, I don't see him winning. I think because he doesn't really have removal in this deck. So here comes the Stone Forge. This will let us use the trap. Awesome. He gets a Nettle Cyst. Okay, that's a pretty decent substitute for hammer, actually. Plays a Cigar as aid. So now he can put the Nettle Cyst probably on the Gingerman, and he'll be impossible for me to block either because of his own ability or because of Giver. We'll go ahead and trap him. All right, so we got him down to 26 cards. That means the next land we'll put him down to 21. I think I'm going to play Shell Dock here because we want to fish for more mill spells. So knocking him down to 21 with this mill 5. Let's see what we get. Our choice of crab. All right, I'll just get his brother. I think Ruin Crab's technically better because it doesn't target, but it doesn't really matter in this situation. So we're down to 21. My next land drop will put him underneath the quota for me to be able to play the crab I have under Shell Dock. Let's see what he decides to do with his Nettle Cyst. His Nettle Cyst is going to be what? A 1, 2, 3, 4? A 4/4? Maybe a 5/5 on its own. If he attaches it to the gingerbread guy, he will be a 5/5. So that's a 4-turn clock, I guess. Eventually, he could probably put it on the Ink Moth, and that will be just a 2-turn clock. Let's see. He's going to put it in with the Stoneforge Mystic. It will hop onto a germ, but I'm sure he's going to target probably the gingerbread man. Yeah, sure enough, that's what he did. He can give it pro blue if he wants. Probably shouldn't, though. He doesn't know if I don't have like a fatal push or something in my hand. He has faith I don't have it, and he will be rewarded. And he will swing in for, what is that, 5? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. So I'll take my 5. Get knocked down to 12. And we'll go into my turn. Oh, there's a fatal push. So I could kill it now. I could kill the giver. I guess I should just kill the ginger brute. I could save it for the ink moth nexus, but I'll probably never get a chance to use it, actually. He'll probably, since it flies, he'll go over my crab, and he'll just use the giver as a way to protect it. Let's go ahead and play a land. Mill another 5. And then at the end of his turn, I'll go ahead and play the crab, but right now we'll fatal push this guy. Next turn, does he have enough? He can. No, he can't. He needs another land, but he could be able to equip it to the ink moth nexus. Okay, he definitely can now. He has the mana for it. Let's see if he takes that approach. Looks like he's going to. Makes the ink moth into a creature. Yep, attaches the Nettlecyst to it, so he's going to be able to hit me for, what is that, 5? Yeah, 5 again. 5 poison damage. Ouch. So I am going to die next turn if I don't finish him off this next turn. So let's go ahead and put the crab down. Mill another 2 from him. If I get another land, I can just use this trap. I don't think there's much this is definitely going to help me win. Yep. But I don't think there was much I couldn't draw that wasn't going to help me win thanks to the 2 altars. So I'll return this land to my hand, which will mill him 3, 6, 7, 8 cards, putting him down to 4. And then I'll play the orb, which will mill another 2, putting him down to 2. And then when he untaps, they'll mill the rest of his deck. He'll draw, and we'll win. All right, there goes the mill, and there we got the win. All right, let's move on to the sideboard. Now, against Hammer, Tasha's Hideous Laughter are awesome. So we're going to bring those in, all 4 of them. I keep them in the sideboard just for matchups like this. I'm going to take these orbs out, even though one of these did help me win. Hammer can operate off at 2, 3 lands, so it's not really that great compared to, say, Tasha's Hideous Laughter. For the 4th card, maybe I'll take out one of these extractions. I mean, I need them, but do I need 3 of them? Actually, I don't need this memento because I'm either milling him and taking away his key pieces or I'm dead. I'm going to leave the undead zombie in here because it's actually pretty good. Hammer has a lot of creatures in it, so if I get one on the board and I start milling him, I'm going to have some zombies. All right, I think that's good, so let's jump into the next game. The opening hand is not that great. I don't have a regular island. I don't have a swamp to play my fatal push. I don't have 3 lands to even get either one of those. I think I'm going to mulligan. This hand's better, but trickier now. Which one do I get rid of? Maybe one of the mill spells. Maybe I don't need the Field of Ruin. I think I'm going to get rid of the Field of Ruin. No, let me think. No, to go with my gut, I'm going to get rid of the Field of Ruin. All right, so my first turn will be play the tap land, then pass, then play my crab, and then play my land and see where I am at that point. Oh, dang. My opponent went down to 4 lands. Or 4 cards, I mean. He must be going for a quick win. That can't be just bad draws. That must be a tactical thing. I'm glad I have Extraction. Now I just need to flip over a hammer. He's going to be playing, okay, Sigarda's Aid. I bet his other two cards are Inkmoth Nexus and Hammer. All right. I think we have enough time to play this Shelldock Island. We will get a trap. Okay, I'm going to guess Inkmoth is next. Let's see. Am I right? Yep. Okay. Stoneforge. Okay, so maybe it wasn't a hammer. But now he has the hammer. And now I really need to flip a hammer. But with an Archive Trap, I hope odds are in my favor. Unless, of course, he went big brained and only picked one. It took all but one hammer out. Let's see. There we go. All right, let's get rid of it. All right, not completely out of the woods yet, though, because he does have Nettlesys. But I think that ruined the first. Oh, look, that's going to be really good. Okay. All right, put out a crab, mill him for 3 more. No reason to take the pain. Yeah, we really put a wrench in his plan there, I think. It would have been really cool if he did sideboard out all 3 hammers and only kept 1 for this one instance. Here comes Inkmoth. He's going to just start poisoning me. I have 9 more turns after this. Unless, of course, he gets that Nettlesys. But I am about to mill, hopefully, a ton of cards. The opponent is at, 35 cards. He's going to be down to 32 cards. So after we play this, I'm going to guess we're going to get 20 cards. 23 cards. All right, he's down to 9. And then, unless he does something miraculous this turn, we are definitely going to beat him next turn. So let's see. What does he have? Where does he draw? I think we know what he has. He gets another draw. Can he find something? Highly unlikely. He gets rid of my crab. So, proactive on his part. He doesn't realize we have 2 Fracture Sanities in hand. And we draw another Tasha's. Yep. All right, so we're going to win this. Tasha's is so brutal against Hammer. 23 cards, really good. And it feels good to pull out the win. All right, so I hope you enjoyed that. Please leave a like. Tell me what you thought. And I'll see you next time. Bye.